Yeah, I think it's great. The guys are really excited to host the regional. We're happy to bring in 3 quality programs as opponents, and I think having it on your home field obviously gives you a lot of comfort. We know the dimensions, we know the surface, we know the wind and the sun. So I think that's a definite advantage to have it on your home field. So we're definitely really appreciative of the opportunity to host. I didn't think we were going to host. I thought we were going to get shipped out, so it was a big surprise, and glad that the NCAA made the decision to have it at Monon Park. Yeah, and rightfully so. I mean, New England's super deep this year. I feel like there's some other years where a lot of quality teams have been left out. So it was good to see so many at-large bids come out of this region, and I think the committee, got it right. I think there might have been 1 or 2 debatable teams that didn't get in, but I think they did a really good job. And I think our New England reps pushing for those teams and getting them in is good to see. Typically, when we've never played against someone, we look to see if anyone we know who we're friendly with has played against them. We are lucky that a couple of my friends have played them this season and last year. Coach DeFrance played them at Ramapo a bunch, so he's given us a little bit of an idea of kind of stylistically how they play. They're a solid team. They just won a tournament over Husson, and Husson always does a really good job. So it's someone you can't look past. At this time of year, everyone is a championship team, so we're going to go at it full steam ahead. I think really like the way our pitching staff is throwing the ball, and just excited to go out and play on Friday at home at 11 a.m. Yeah, I mean, they're both, typically 2 of the stronger teams in New England. We have played them both this year. We played Wheaton down on the Southern trip, which feels like an eternity ago. And, we've changed some guys in our lineup. I'm sure they've done the same thing. We both played sort of mid-trip, so I'm guessing it'll be different arms that we'll see. Maybe a couple of the relievers we'll see again. We did get to see them a few times on the trip, scouting-wise, so we have some notes on some of their other starters. So I think there's going to be some familiarity there, but I think at the end of the day, you got to go out and take care of business and play your game and kind of worry about what you can control. And I think St. Joe's, we played them at home, sort of a funky game. They got out real big early and we climbed back into it. We're fortunate enough to win it late, but they've been playing some of their baseball in the back half of the year and did a really good job in the GNAC tournament. So I think they're a strong team. I think any of the teams in the Beacons regional here are definitely capable of winning it, and I think it's whoever plays the best ball and executes will advance to the next round. Yeah, we have some decisions to make on that. I mean, we've been in the 8-team regional the last couple of years, and I think our depth has really been a key factor. I think in this tournament, a 4-team tournament, you just got to keep surviving and advancing and take it one game at a time. If we need to use starters out of the bullpen because we like the matchup, we will. But we have a bunch of quality bullpen arms that we feel like we can go to at any point. And I think it's something we're really comfortable with. I think kind of trimming down to a 25-man active roster is a real challenge for everybody, and I think that's something we're really going to have to look at, some matchups and who might we use out of the pen or pinch runners or pinch hitters and make some tough decisions there. But I really like the way that we've been throwing the ball the last few weeks. I did not think we hit up to our capabilities in the LEC tournament, but the LEC tournament is so deep, it really prepares you. We faced some really good arms. We beat some really good teams, and that's a 6-team regional. So hopefully that can really help us this week in the 4-team. I think the biggest thing is execution. I think throughout the season, the games that we've hit with runners in scoring position, we've turned timely double plays. We've executed well on our bunt defenses. We've executed pitches in big spots. That's allowed us to be really successful. And I think the second half of the year, that was the story, is our execution level went way up. And I think if you can put the ball and play hard when runners are in scoring position and situationally hit and just make baseball plays and keep the line moving offensively, I think we have a really deep lineup 1 through 9. I think on the pitching side, if we continue to get quality starts, guys going 6-7 innings, that really shortens the game and allows us to hand the ball over to Tram, who nobody's better than him on the back end. So that gives us a ton of confidence. And I think I think in any kind of tournament, you need to control your emotions. I think you got to stay away from sort of trying too hard and looking for hero hacks and kind of doing more than just keeping it simple and playing good solid baseball.